direction known throughout the video game world as the Borderlands art style.
Okay, let's be honest, this isn't an actual screenshot from the game. What you're looking at is the game. Now, we've skipped past the logos and a lot of the introductions because we felt that the most honest way to bring the game to you today was to start from the very beginning. So with that, let's play some Borderlands 3.
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4PTP steward bot, but you can just call me General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders. What's your name?
Amara.
Thanks. I'll pre-order your tombstone just in case. Now, those jerks who tried to murder you are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who followed their creepy leaders with blind devotion. Which reminds me, if you're going to obey my every second call, you'll need an echo device.
Welcome
Try
to
it out. I rinsed it off myself. The Echo 3. Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2, and twice as expensive. Besides, the Echo 2 had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault propaganda center. Time to show those culty weirdos that no one messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me, recruit, to glory!
It looks exactly the same.
So Lilith's ordered us to take over the recruitment center of the Children of the
I don't
Vault.
think that the Borderlands 2 look bad or anything. I don't know if it actually needs improvement.
Siren, Lilith, and the Crimson Raiders are recruiting new Vault Hunters. That's you, that's us. And we are to investigate the Children of the Vault cult and discover who their mysterious leaders are.
Before we wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register your Echo at this quick change. Once we defeat the cult, I'll be famous. And when I'm signing autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers.
All right, now as you can see here, we're playing as Amara, and she's a powerful Siren warrior. And like Claptrap mentioned, we're in the quick change, where it's up to you how you want your character to look. So you can change Amara and change her emotes, obviously. Okay. All right, let's keep playing for now, guys.
Fucking lit.
User agreement. Boring. Don't worry, corporations have
GGX host. Oh shit, what up GGX gang?
and Hyperion. And
How are you all doing on this fine Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Tuesday, you're evening now.
The entire mission is ruined. Think, Claptrap, think. You're brave and powerful, and people always do
Wednesday?
what you tell them
Really?
to. That's it. Recruit, get that gate open. That's an order from your
Stream it live, motherfuckers. Stream it live.
So obviously, you're getting a glimpse here on how we use the beginning of the game to make sure players are up to speed on how first-person video games work.
This game looks ugly as fuck. It looks like Borderlands 2.
Environment and interact with it.
You did it! Best recruit ever!
Like, what can you improve with this art style, really? When you think about it,
learned how to crouch.
it looks like everything is cardboard,
how to slide.
like painted cardboard. I don't really know what you can do
You got to make sure you can
to
jump.
make it look better,
And if you miss, that you can mantle up. And climb
unless
higher
you want to
ledges.
completely change the art style.
The Propaganda Center is up ahead. Those cultists have been killing Crimson Raiders left and right. They totally suck skag balls. But I've got a foolproof plan to kick their culty asses.
So as with most games, we're using the beginning to make sure that we teach the fundamentals. We're also setting the tone of the game, right? Just like our unique art style, we want people to feel right away what we believe helps to make Borderlands special, a style of writing that's both irreverent and genuine.
I hit a weapons cache nearby. Stay quiet and follow my every move. It's stealth time.
You know what? I actually feel like playing Borderlands 3. I only played a looter once, and that was Division, and that was kind of meh. That was kind of meh. Sell out. I wish I was sponsored, man. Never sponsored Baby Rage.
So we're throwing stealth out the window?
Relax! On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it.
As long as it's not like any pay to win.
Guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function. I can dance and sing. And some guns now include an alternate shooting mode. Try it out.
Wait. Wait. Do they have a marketplace somehow in this game?
In order to stay competitive,
or can you trade items with other players, or are they like soul-bound? Is everything soul-bound?
We have a Vladoff pistol. And if we just fire regularly, we just fire bullets. But if we switch our alternate firing modes, we fire off micro missiles. Now later in the game, you'll find guns that can switch between ice bullets and fire bullets, or you might find guns that have a chain gun on top, but when you switch firing modes, it'll shoot out grenades. It gets pretty crazy, and then players who maximize alt firing modes will have like twice the guns available than they had to start with.
Wait here. I'll talk my way in, become their king, and then you'll surprise slaughter them in cold blood. Watch and learn, recruit. Hello? Anyone there?
This is Shen, holy influencer of the children of the vault. What do you want, Truncal?
Hello, bloodthirsty maniac. It is I, Claptrap, Slayer of the Destroyer, and Super General of the Crimson Raiders. We have you completely surrounded. Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful.
Yeah. Let me think about that.
They might call themselves children of the vault, but they're still bandits, and bandits are incredibly stupid.
Okay, we're going to surrender. Please don't kill us.
Don't smash it.
That's what I thought. Open the doors immediately for your new king.
Easy. I'm coming out. Just wait right there.
We did it. I did it.
Hypocrites Omega donate 3 and says, daily reminder that the same people that complain about the spyware in EGS also use Discord and Reddit religiously, which Tencent also holds majority stakes in. Nice one, guys, Omega. Is the EGS a leak the thing with the Epic Store hacking?
See the degrading cover?
Yeah. It's fucking Apex, man.
Oh. Borderlands 3 is rated M for mature, right?
Put these bullets into the bad guys.
You missed every shot, but
There was the sweat.
Accept your power. You're gonna be my new chamber bot. I'm gonna pump your head.
I know Claptrap can be a little Claptrap, but he's still one of us. We're gonna have to save him. I'll be there soon.
So let's,
What
let's
the
see
fuck
if we can find
was
some
that?
loot. I saw over near that door. I saw a red chest. It looks like a trunk of a car.
it is a trunk of a car. What?
What do we got here? What else is there?
Oh, that's pretty cool though.
All right, so we can see that this weapon has high accuracy, higher handling. Let's look at the other one. All right, and this weapon has higher damage and a higher reload time. So it's either finesse or brute force in this case.
So what do you guys think? Should we shoot from the hip or should we go with that badass scope? I think you guys said scope, but I heard you know what? Take both of them. We'll try the scope and then we'll switch.
They're both
These are
fucking
like
trash.
level 1 guns,
What do you mean?
too.
Like great items. It's high noon somewhere in the world. He's almost dead. Oh my god, it was at 4 HP.
Oh,
I wonder if he can die.
It's my suffering. The flow of life is here. The bird sight.
oil's flammable.
Recruit, there's no way your supple and delicate body can survive a showdown with Shiv unprotected. Look around for a shield.
Okay, we need a shield. This is an area mission, so if we look around, we should be able to find some somewhere.
Welcome to Uganda.
Not in the skag pile.
Daquan, you on this? All right.
That looks promising. Oh, there we go. 77. 105, that's better. Take that one.
You got it. Now you're invincible. Not really, but it just
That one is a Fortnite Pro, right?
now let's get you
Or
ready,
something?
recruit.
Or Overwatch?
Hey, Shiv! All your gun friends are dead. I challenge you to a trial by combat. But because I'm stuck to this nugget, my loyal champion shall vanquish you in my stead.
Come on in, heretic. I haven't met my sacrifice quota.
Boss fight.
So I know you guys are getting ahead of me. You can know what's coming next. This is our first mini boss fight. Daquan, you ready? We're flying without a net here, no god mode, so let's do it.
No god mode.
Welcome to Uganda.
Brought a knife to a gunfight. That's a pretty big knife. Looks like my Dark Souls 3 weapon.
Nice.
Already dead.
Oh god. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome.
One for the Crimson Raiders. You and Claptrap secure the area. I'm on my way.
It wasn't a boss,
Game's
Chad.
dynamic,
It was
so
a
it's, like,
mini
different
boss,
every
okay?
time they play it. That was like the best kill ever.
Hold your horses.
I'm glad you guys got to see that. Oh, look at that.
Recruit, are you dead? If not, get me down. The controls are on the second floor.
Now you'll notice that Daquan picked up the shotgun that Shiv dropped. We think it's really important that your moment of victory should have a subsequent reward to it right at that moment. So of course you can pick up gear right away.
Thank you.
All right, dude. Daquan has the same affliction I have, where you have to open every single freaking chest. This is a demo. We can just, yeah. All right. It's so tempting, those green lights.
Of course you loot everything.
Oh, Claptrap's nagging at us already. So it's not a Borderlands game, of course, unless Claptrap jumps between being needy and bossy and just pathetic. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I still kind of love Claptrap, so let's help him out.
Oh.
In Borderlands 3, you can revive NPCs, and NPCs can revive you. Let's help out Claptrap.
Focus.
Wait, you get 100 XP for reviving.
Single-handedly took on the COV.
What stops him from shooting the NPCs and reviving him all the time?
Mission is complete.
I guess there's no friendly fire. That was a mission. Oh, it was a mission. I get it. Okay, like a tutorial mission to revive and get 100 XP first time. What's up, motherfucker?
I can safely report that Operation Trojan Claptrap was a complete success. I did it all by myself.
I'll bet. Well, the cult's destroyed every other Crimson Raider stronghold, so this'll have to do for now. So what's your name, killer?
I am Amara. Nice tattoo, Siren Sister. You must be the voice in my head.
Yeah, about that. Not the weirdest thing you're gonna see on Pandora. But seriously, thanks for answering my call. We might not have the numbers, but with a badass like you, we've got a fighting chance. Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.
Hey, do you hear bloodthirsty screaming?
More COV. Let's see what you got, recruit.
Long range Fortnite. I mean shotgun.
It's the Firehawk! The God Queen wants her head!
Down you go!
Take the wrong team, jackass.
Oh, nice.
Chili recipe time! Ain't it real?
Eat some bones, cultist.
Get ate up now!
Shotgun is big across.
She's pretty rad.
Nice fighting, killer.
So, we're going to skip ahead for a minute, but I want you to consider what we've learned so far. You're a new Vault Hunter, and you've just joined Lilith and the Crimson Raiders. Our enemies on Pandora are a fanatical cult called the Children of the Vault.
Wait, Vault
And
Hunter?
You and Lilith
Isn't that
fight side by
Fallout
side to
term?
capture their recruitment center, where Lilith believes that she can recover a key that will lead her to find vaults
Also?
on other worlds. The hunt will eventually lead us here to the Holy Broadcast Center, where a fearsome, powerful
Welcome
bandit
to
boss named
Uganda.
Mouthpiece broadcasts propaganda to the Children of the Vault all over Pandora. We're here to invade the Holy Recruitment Center, face Mouthpiece, and liberate the key to the vaults.
Hello, BB.
Okay, so like Randy just mentioned, we've skipped ahead in this story, but if you'll notice, we've also skipped ahead in levels. So I want to take the time to show you the skill trees in Borderlands 3.
Okay, here we go. Force and build. Let's see what you got.
All right.
Oh, it looks like fucking World of Warcraft
when you
vanilla.
first get your skills in Borderlands 3,
Looks exactly
you
like
don't
World of
just
Warcraft
have
vanilla,
one
dude.
action skill available to you. You have all 3 action skills available to you at the moment you open it up. So then what you do is you equip one of your action skills. Do we want to take a look at the action skills? So this first one is Phase Grasp. Now, Phase Grasp will be reminiscent of Maya in that she'll be able to control the battlefield by lifting enemies up into the air. The next one here is Phase Cast. With Phase Cast, she'll shoot out a spectral form of herself to kill enemies on the battlefield. And finally, we have Phase Slam. Now, Phase Slam is an area of effect that comes out around Amara and destroys enemies and knocks them back. So now as you progress, once you've picked your action skill and equipped it, you'll also open up augmentations that allow you to further customize that action skill. So there's a way to maximize the build of your character.
We've worked hard to make sure that each of our 4 characters is completely unique, but even within each character, there are hundreds of meaningful options. If 2 people want to team up and play the same character, they will very likely have completely different capabilities.
You ready to go?
Let's do it. I was very lucky.
What is getting healed by? I don't see the.
Some celebratory fun.
I don't see
All right, leveled
the
up.
Now, one thing to
med
look out
kits
for
or anything.
is to look at the damage numbers that come up off the enemies here. So we'll use some of that information later, but just for now, like, look at some of these numbers like 56, 26.
Force and thing.
26 is there. Ooh.
Oh,
Dude, I'm a god amongst gods, okay.
Now that's a Hyperion shotgun. Hyperion shotguns have shields that come out.
Want to switch back to that shotgun?
Melee grenade.
So great. It's a new elemental type, radiation.
Guy hit critical mass.
If a radiated enemy dies, he'll explode and radiate the enemies around him. Okay. That's
Well,
all right, I think you
well,
clean this area up. Let's see what kind of loot we can find. That's an outhouse, but it's got a green light. It's some good stuff. Okay, let's see here. So Amara's level 5. These weapons are level 5. I want you to notice that, by the way. Notice the two here. We've got a rare and an epic, both level 5. And the reason why I want you to remember that is because that was kind of a challenging fight. We're going to need some help for the next section, so we're going to bring in a co-op buddy. Borderlands 3, of course, is fully co-op playable, split screen, networked, however you like to play. Amara just picked up the purple. Turn around and let's look and find our co-op buddy.
Split screen.
This is Zane
That's
Flint,
my
the operative.
favorite.
Say hi, Zane. All right, we're going to switch to Zane's view. Can we flip that now? Okay, this is Zane's view. I want you to notice something here. Zane is level 25. So obviously Zane's been playing longer than Amara, who is level 5. And if we look at Zane's loot, he's got his own instance of loot. What's going on here? This is called loot instancing. It's a new optional feature in Borderlands 3, and it allows each cooperative player to have their own instance of loot. Instance loot is helpful for players that want to play cooperatively but don't want to compete for the loot that drops. There's nothing worse than when you're getting online with randoms and there's a loot ninja in the group, right? So instance loot solves that problem for players that want to use it.
That's not good. So you can sit there and clear something on a level 5 character and then some guy can come and just, you can invite a friend, he can get his super items. It scales with his level.
Everything automatically balances to the level of the player so that everyone has
It's
a good time.
optional.
In my co-op group, some of us would get ahead of the
Yeah,
others,
sure,
right?
it's
And when we come back
optional.
together,
Play on
we'd
the
be out of
easiest
whack.
difficulty,
Well, with
but
instant loot and this mode of gameplay, everything
everyone is
balances
still gonna
out.
brag
Well,
about their fucking super gear after
That's
doing
okay, you
it.
can clap if you'd like. Now, there's still some of us who actually like competing for loot or bringing in overpowered characters to help, level up those lower level characters. And for those of you who are like that, we can assure
It's
you that
level
there's
restricted.
still a mode
Yeah.
for you in Borderlands 3. It's called Classic Mode.
But obviously it's easier to clear something if you're level
Now that
5,
we've seen
like a
Zane
boss
the
fight,
operative,
and
let's
then you
have
invite a
look at what he
friend,
can do. Since Zane is level 25, we've already equipped
can
a
get
lot
the
of action
items
skills
that
and
scales with
our
level
skill points
25.
here. You want to walk us through this, Paul?
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so the first skill we have is Digiclone. Now, Digiclone is really cool because it not only acts as a decoy, it will actually shoot guns as well. But probably my favorite feature is the fact that you can teleport to your Digiclone at any time and swap places. This next ability is called the Sentinel. Now, the Sentinel is an autonomous drone that'll fly out to enemies and weaken those enemies, or even use your grenades if you have grenade mods equipped. And then we have the barrier skill. Now, Zane will throw out a barrier in front of it, and it'll block incoming bullets and things like that. But of course, one of the coolest features is that if your team or Zane are around this barrier, sometimes it'll confer benefits like healing, or even if you fire through it, it'll add elemental types to that. Now, probably my favorite feature of Zane is the fact that Zane can use 2 action skills at one time.
That's right. And if you think about it, if you think about Zane, right, like he's got his barrier.
How many
which is
classes
kinda
do you have
like
in Borderlands
soldier
2?
Class's capability with that turret. He's got the Sentinel, which is almost like Mordecai's
4.
Bloodwing, but a little hyped up from that. He's got the
6.
Digiclone,
Some
which
are
is
saying
kind of
6,
like
some
our
say
assassin
4.
skill from Borderlands 2. He's kind of like a soldier, a hunter, and
4
an
plus 2
assassin all wrapped up
DLCs.
in one.
Okay.
All right, we've got Amara, we've got Zane. We know what they can do. Let's get into the Holy Broadcast Center and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
Oopsie, looks like we've got a technical issue, but don't worry. We'll post the welcome vid later along with some new Let's Plays. Signing off for now. Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.
Another perfect live stream from our infallible God Queen Tyreen. The Holy Broadcast Center opens once again to hear your sins and receive your skins.
Welcome to Uganda.
What? Making fun of streamers
Ouch.
Welcome
or
to
YouTubers.
See Zane marking targets for the Sentinel?
Wait, so they're still playing 2 people, and one is
Also,
level
check out
5
his
and the
damage
other is level
His enemies are
25.
level 27, but his damage is balanced to Amara's game, because he's in Amara's game right now.
So it's good.
For Amara, those enemies are level 5. All right, we clean this area up. Let's see if we can find some loot.
Okay, now, once again, being honest, to show the breadth of guns that we have in the game, or just some of the breadth, we cheated a little bit and added some chests with some better weapons here.
That red chest isn't going to be in the game you play. We just
Right.
added that for this purpose because it's okay. There's plenty of red chests. You guys will be fine. We'll feed you, baby birds. It's cool. We wanted to show you some TDR guns, right? Because you remember TDR, they're disposable. Instead of reloading them, you throw them away. And when you throw away a TDR gun in Borderlands 3, some crazy shit can happen. We've got
Crazy
guns
shit.
with legs. Let's see some other options. What does this one do? All right, we've just picked up a few TDR weapons. Let's take them into the next fight.
Go, just ignore that green on the ground there.
We're just not gonna learn, are we? We're just gonna keep eating those speakers. Go get him, guys! Oh, it's adorable.
Now you can see that one Merv's rockets out.
Yeah, throw another one of those Merv guns out. Check this out. With homing rockets. That was a little close to your ears.
Oh, good night.
All right, you guys ready?
Kinda.
Oh, you learned!
Kinda reminds me of Cyberpunk 2077
You can dodge that.
with all the OP shit. Where's the fucking challenge? Where's the fucking challenge, mate?
That's wicked. I see some ammunition vending machines. Hey, walk up to that ammo vending machine. I want to show you guys this. Now, he's already full on ammo, but you just press that, or press Y right there and you can reload all your ammo. You don't even have to go in and buy things one at a time. Of course, you can buy individual pieces if you want. Now, I don't know about
They
you
said
guys,
they
but whenever
cheated?
you play a video game and you happen upon a room where
Sure.
there's ammo and vending machines to kind of make sure you're stocked up, it can be a pretty safe bet that you're about to run into a boss fight. Not only is Borderlands 3 a much
Okay, here it
larger game
comes.
than any Borderlands
The
game
first
before,
boss fight.
but we've added more boss fights than ever before because we think boss fights are exciting opportunities for players to have their skill tested, but also to be rewarded with kick-ass loot. So let's go ahead and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
All right.
Welcome to Uganda.
Let's see what they did there.
His shield's like an equalizer.
Why would you, when you flank him, why would you?
Zane used his clone teleport to dodge that area of effect that Mouthpiece just made. Oh shit.
I feel like if this guy were actually shooting at the boss, this fight would be over in 30 seconds.
Oh god, you're gonna need it.
Time for some kick-ass loot.
Gotta look at the loot, man.
You got
Let's
some
kill
loot
that
over there.
guy. Let's get the loot.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see the gun that Mouthpiece was shooting at us with the like kind of sound waves flying out? Check this out. One of the greatest feelings in Borderlands is when an enemy's using a gun against you, you kill that guy, and then you take that gun and use it against your next foes. I love that so much.
Yeah. Well, let's do what we came here for, and let's get the vault map.
Amara, you gonna pick that up?
Did you come all this way for that busted ass map, or are you just here to see me? Didn't know you were such a super fan. Well, you missed the show. Oh, right. Bet you're all like, what's up with those husks? Well, it's a thing I do. Check out the screens. So I offered the Sun Smashers a place in our family, but they just wanted guns and cash.
Offered the Sun Smash.
They should trade the family. Oh, then Troy said something great.
Gods don't negotiate.
Gods don't negotiate. I love it. Love it. Like I said, that map is super busted, so go ahead and take it. I'll swing by later to pick it up.
Welcome to
You're my most
Uganda.
loyal follower, Vault Thief. You just don't know it.
I'm gonna make a coffee for myself.
So you've
Keep
just
up
met
with this.
Troy and Tyreen Calypso, the Calypso twins. We learned earlier that on Pandora there's a cult called the Children of the Vault, and every cult needs leaders. This cult is led by the Calypso twins. And they've sort of built a cult of personality around themselves, right? You guys know the type of streamers we're talking about, you know, the kind of streamers everybody hates. So these are like the douchiest kind of streamers of the impossible future that you can possibly imagine. As Tyreen demonstrated, she has the ability to leech power from any living thing, and her aim is to use her cult to lead her to the vaults so that she can soak up the power of the vault monsters. Of course, we're vault hunters. We can't allow her to beat us to the prize, so with a vault map in hand, we're now in a race to find the vaults hidden on other worlds throughout the galaxy. In other words,
Welcome to
when we go
Uganda.
to those other worlds, we're gonna need a ride, right? So later in our venture on Pandora, we're gonna find a spaceship.
The streamers that everybody hates.
I'd like to introduce Sanctuary 3. We don't talk about Sanctuary 2. Since Sanctuary 3 is our home base, it's a great stopping point between missions. On Sanctuary 3, we can meet our friends, trade our loot, and prepare ourselves for what comes next. You'll notice here there's a quick change station where we can modify our appearance, but there's a new vending machine here on the right. This is sort of a space lost and found. Have you guys ever lost loot in Borderlands? Like a purple or a legendary lands in someplace we can't reach? We collect all that lost loot, and we'll deliver it here for you. You'll never lose loot again.
Yes.
right, so let's talk about this. This is your player quarters. Now, because we're playing Amara right now, all of the decoration, everything is built around Amara. But you can see that you can place items that you find in the world, like this gun. All right, we got a Torg pistol here.
Pretty rad.
But again, you can modify your player quarters to how you want to play.
Since we picked up a pistol, we'll take it with us on a tour around Sanctuary. And why don't we stop first? Let's head over to Marcus. Just keep going. Ignore that golden chest. Marcus's place is right around the corner here.
Taito donates 3 and says Steam takes 30% of sales and Epic takes 12% of sales, which is better for the developers, so yeah, Epic is not that bad.
Upgrades to our storage deck unit, right? So we can
That's a
get
big
more
difference,
storage to
actually.
carry more loot and more ammunition.
You'll notice that it costs cash to upgrade your storage deck.
12%.
Marcus also has a shooting range back there.
What does,
so if you wanna get
Discord
your skills
take?
up, practice with any interesting new guns you found, you can do that. We're just gonna take a look around this place.
0%.
Isn't that cool? This map has changed more hands than any other content in Borderlands 3. We've had so many of our talented world builders want to get their hands on this and make it great. It's not a hub until you have a Moxie's bar, right?
Look at you, brightening up my day. The name's Moxie. What's yours, sugar?
Welcome to Uganda.
Thanks for the help, sugar. Come back.
Insert your tip.
Here, let's try it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Bad luck.
What the fuck?
Well, thanks for encouraging that.
One more.
Let's keep going on the tour.
Right.
One more.
I love Sanctuary. I mean, it's just such a beautiful. I don't know the level. I didn't work on this one that much. I just kind of helped guide some of it. But the guys that did the art for this, it's absolutely stunning.
Monopoly
Use the
Fabsy
jokes.
with the 2 years. Thank you very much, main. Join the batch. Apathy, DTV, Nay, Pino Live, and Jedi Hamster 55
Knock,
minutes.
knock. Anyone home?
Pino with 1 year.
Just a
Thank you,
moment.
thank you.
Almost there.
Welcome to Uganda.
The fuck? Nice. Did you see that?
Surprisingly comfortable, you know.
Scarlet.
Like a fleshy sleeping bag. Although I do feel a bit viscous.
So Tannis is back. Let's go head up to the bridge.
All right.
Hey Paul.
Yes, Randy.
What can we do on the bridge?
So for the first time ever, we can leave the
saying that.
Pandoran system.
You can see Pandora in there in the distance.
What's up, killer? All right, let's get to it.
Welcome to
Is this
We're
me
in
or
orbit
is it
around
looking at
Pandora right now.
fucking
We'll check it
tits
out briefly before
all
we
the
take
time?
off. You can see its distinctive iridian scar. But with a spaceship like Sanctuary 3, we can visit other worlds. Now, this is early in the game, so we haven't unlocked a lot of the other places that you will get to explore. But for now, we're going to do interstellar fast travel to Promethea.
Spitfire Anomaly, Unava, Lilla Pawnee 53 months, Navauf 69,
Right.
Darius, Corin, welcome back, boys.
welcome to Uganda.
We're going to go down to Promethea in a moment, check it out. We'll have to make our way to the docking bay in order to do that. In Borderlands, you'll be able to go back and forth between Promethea and Pandora and all of the other worlds that you discover throughout the game.
Might even find a few familiar faces here.
What's up, badass?
I love Maya's look. She's fully Jedi'd out. We'll take a couple other stops on the way down to the hangar before we head to Promethea. Continue our tour of Sanctuary 3.
Except for everything.
Oh yeah, let's go to Hammerlocks.
Now here in Hammerlocks, one of the cool things is Hammerlock asks you to kill different creatures, and this is a trophy room for killing those creatures.
Oh, it's you! Apologies, it's dark and I've never actually cleaned this monocle.
You can see right now all of the trophy mounts on the wall are empty, which means that we've got work to do, right?
A lot of work to do. Now here in the ship, you can see we have shortcuts built in.
The more time you spend on Promethea, the more familiar you'll get with it. We've kind of engineered some shortcuts and other ways to get around, so you can find what you need pretty quickly.
How's your day going?
Hey there, sugar boots.
Ellie's sort of our ship mechanic, and she runs the cargo bay. Down here we can check out vehicles we've collected. We can also get access to the planets when we're in orbit. We've also got some stowaways we can meet.
What you want? Come back never.
I think his vending machine there said veteran on it.
Don't look at me like that. I'm doing all the wheel work here.
I don't. And he locked us out.
I think he's building a girlfriend.
I can't believe that Claptrap's lonely. It's just hard to
Scripted.
believe. So we're gonna head to the
No
drop
shite,
pod.
mate.
This will help us get down to Promethea. In
Honey
fact,
for President,
why
Mukori
don't we
Games
just skip ahead a
bombsight
little
sea
bit?
tank dit
Rather
satte
than start at
mjön.
the beginning of Promethea,
Laser
we
cannons,
can
no
jump
second, and
forward
SZ,
a bunch of levels,
SNS
and, I wanna show
with the
you
1
some
year
pretty
in a
exciting
row,
action here.
19 in total.
In the lore, Promethea
Very
is the
much.
headquarters of the Atlas Corporation. And you'll notice as we proceed that Atlas is actually under siege
Atlas?
by Maliowan and their private army. You see, in Borderlands, in this universe, when a corporation attempts a hostile takeover, they do it with full military-grade force.
Welcome to Uganda.
Now, before we start, I want you to take a look at the gun we're using here. This is an Atlas pistol. Now, the cool thing about an Atlas pistol is it has an alt-fire mode that fires out a tracking dart. And when you fire the tracking dart, it marks a target. And then every bullet that you fire subsequently will hit that target. It's like the Fifth Element gun.
It's like aimbot.
Finally. So let me introduce our demoists. We've got Chris. Chris is playing as Zane, and Zane's going to be our co-op buddy this time. And Paul is playing as Amara, which is what's on screen for us to watch. You'll notice Amara and Zane are both at level 10. And we've actually set them up with microphones so that we can listen in on their chatter as they play. Paul, Chris, you guys ready?
I'm good. Hey-o.
All right. So let's watch. This is the world's first Borderlands 3 co-op live stream. Take it away, Paul and Chris.
Live?
After you. All right, I'm going in. There's a bunch of enemies over here. I'm gonna head on the right side and try and split them up. All right, I see a couple behind cover. I'm gonna just pop a tracker. Switching to a grenade. Nice shot. Melting off shield, switching to fire. Good ground slam. Yeah, he's down. One on the left still. Warp anchor's in. Got a few more. I'm just gonna rain grenades on the crowd. Up and over. All right, there's one up there. Can you get him? Missed my dart. Hit him with a grenade. Got him. Down. Nice.
Welcome to Uganda.
Nice.
That weapons depot's a juicy target, but they've got an impenetrable security force field surrounding it. If you somehow crack it open, you're gonna find some quality firepower in there.
Talking
So you
in
just
game,
heard
Pepper
from
Paint.
Lorelei. She's an all-new NPC.
Having
We skipped
friends,
past her
Pepper
introduction
Paints.
since we skipped ahead, and we skipped also a lot of her storyline. But trust that you'll be
Not
able to
playing
spend a
against
lot of time
cancer
with
music
Lorelei
only,
and other
Pepper
NPCs
Paints.
as you explore Promethea and the other worlds of Borderlands 3. You guys ready to finish the fight?
Let's go.
I'm gonna take a leak.
I'm going around right. All right, I'm gonna throw down a shield. Cool.